This is an interview with curriculum theorist Dr. Joseph Schwab. Good evening. My name is Dr. Joseph Schwab. I was born in Columbus, Mississippi in 1909. As a youth, I attended private school until the sixth grade. I believe my parents saw me as a gifted child with a need for more social interactions and sent me to public school. In high school, my principal saw great potential in me and my interest in science. I completed high school in 3 years, and at the age of 15, I entered the University of Chicago. I was there for 15 years. I earned degrees in English literature, a master's in zoology, a doctorate degree in genetics. Dr. Robert Hutchins was an educational philosopher and wanted to balance the college curriculum, making it more effective. I became part of his efforts to create an undergraduate curriculum of general studies at the university. During the 1930s, I focused on educational research and practice. I began to idealize and connect reforms in many levels of education. As I taught many of the courses at the University of Chicago, I found it more effective way to teach than only through lecturing. I began using class discussions and connecting the humanities to the natural sciences. I also wrote comprehensive exams for the biological sciences. This led me to inquiry-based learning, focusing on individual students' abilities to learn by analyzing problems and solutions through their social experiences. My theoretical and practical framework aligned with the ancient philosophers such as Plato, Aristotle, and Augusta. I also joined the contemporaries such as John Dewey, Ralph Tyler, and Richard McKenna in moving curriculum theories to practice. My first scholarly paper, called The Practical, argued for curriculum as practical real-world inquiry. I see curriculum as facts and values that are commonsensical and practical to education. The idea of Russia putting the Sputnik satellite in orbit led me to reform our K-12 science curriculum. But curriculasts at the time only saw it as theoretical when I saw it as theory to practice and not traditional as it has been. I also developed the 5 commonplaces of curriculum with focus on teachers, learners, subject matter, content, and curriculum making. I also developed the 4 phases in teacher modeling and their facilitating of student learning. I was able to apply my ideas to several scholarly accomplishments, including co-authoring a biology teacher's handbook, editing first editions of textbooks for curriculum programs, and acting as chairman of several of the departments at the university. I only hope that my contributions to curriculum and education have made a difference. I will now turn it over to my colleague, Charles Brown, for some closing remarks. Thank you, Dr. Schwab. In conclusion, I agree and believe, as Dr. Schwab does, that an effective curriculum should allow our learners the skills, abilities, and knowledge they need for the future with progressive mindset. We must face the impact and barriers of racial and ethical issues, equity and equality, funding sustainability for effective curriculums, application of knowledge, fairness, various learning styles, and considering all social and economic issues. Philosophies and theories help develop a framework for planning, implementing, and evaluating curriculum. It must focus on lasting skills, values, and knowledge for our learners. I believe in an interconnection of all of these theories in order for curriculum itself to be effective for all learners and their needs. Fernando Ramirez of the Harvard Graduate School of Education suggests the need for a global curriculum or a world curriculum course, which is designed to interconnect subject matter with society and students' needs for a global society with respect to all cultures, nationalities, diversities, curriculum theories, development, and implementation should serve as a guide for educators and learners and continue to be a living, nurturing element. Thank you for joining us, and good night.